Geminis, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a look at the next 72 hours for you. Of course, any information you may be looking for will be in the description. And I'm going to do like a 6-card spread for you guys. I'm going to start off with just the general energy. So for the general energy, Geminis, we have the Hermit. So the Hermit talks about wisdom, understanding, self-isolation, self-perseverance, or not perseverance, but self-preservation, excuse me. Anywho, so with the Hermit being the general theme, you could be spending more time to yourself, deciding that in your best interest, it's time for you to do you. You also could be taking some time to gather information, researching, trying to understand certain things, finding that in you doing certain research, you're unlocking a certain level of interest or information that gives you like a leg up in some way where maybe you didn't have certain understandings before. The Hermit card also talks about a possible Virgo significance. So there could be a Virgo that becomes of importance during this time frame. But it also talks about wisdom, like making wise decisions, or at least trying to. You could be deciding that, you know what, I know my feelings are telling me one thing, but my cognitive thinking, what I've learned from the past, has taught me how to handle this situation. So should I lean into the wisdom that I possess, or should I lean into, faith? Especially if this has anything to do with like a relationship or a career idea or business. Now, going into career and finance, I have the Two of Swords. So you could be conflicted. You could be in a space to where you have multiple ideas for what you could do career-wise, and you just don't really know which one is going to make you money or is the smart one to go into. For others of you, you could have no clue, where it's like, I have a concept of what I would be interested in doing, or even just how much money I would like to make, but I don't necessarily have it outlined in terms of what I want to do with my career, or even where to start, even if you do have that idea. So I think for the next 72 hours, you could be really thinking about that a lot if you are in that space. Also, you could feel like you're caught in a rock and a hard place, because there could be a job, let's say, for instance, that makes you good money or stable income, but mentally you're checked out, you're wanting to venture into something new, and it just feels like, I don't know if I should do that. Am I running a risk that's going to backfire? It could also be certain coworkers that you work with where you just don't see eye to eye, and you could be fine with that, but these coworkers could go out of their way to make it obvious that they don't necessarily agree to some degree. Now with love, I have the Eight of Pentacles. So you could be trying to work on the state of your relationship. You could be understanding that the relationship needs work. It's not perfect. Communication could be worked on, certain desires, or not desires, certain issues need to be heard from both ends, all of that. For some of you, there could be someone at the job that you work at who you really start to hit it off with, and it starts to become this question of, if I date this person or try to date this person, how will that turn out? For my singles, like my singles, you could be so focused on work right now that career just may not be the focus over the next 72 hours. There could even be a bit of a challenge, even with my Geminis who are in a relationship, where either you or your person has to work a reasonable amount of hours or a decent amount of hours, and it starts to cut into the time you guys have to spend time with each other. Now, going into the challenge, I have the King of Wands. So the challenge could be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, or it could be, in regards to the zodiac sign, someone who's possibly angry or pissed at you to some degree. There could be certain things that is, you know, a grudge that's being held almost, and it's causing either this passive aggressiveness or this anger from this individual. For others of you, you could find yourself a little bit pissed off with either a person. Yeah, a person in regards to feeling like something's unfair to some degree. Now, the advice for you, we have the High Priestess. So the advice is to gather as much information as possible before making any decisions during this time frame. Also, any plans that you have, you need to keep them to yourself, because if you're, you know, getting 2 cents, unless you're getting information from mentors or people who could genuinely help you, I would be careful of, let's say, talking to a family member who's never owned a business about your business plans and expecting them to understand what you're saying, or talking to people in your personal life where they've never had a successful relationship, and then they have all the tips in the world in regards to telling you how to, you know, work on your relationship, and when you don't take them, now they're getting upset. It's best for you to keep your business to you, so that you don't have certain individuals who are just collecting that information and then waiting to use it as some sort of talking point. Now, going into the outcome, I have the World card. So you could be successfully seeing like the pattern or the cycle that you've been essentially stuck in. This could be a pattern of, you know, extreme mistrust. So no relationship works because you already counting them out before it even starts. Or a cycle of choosing people who are emotionally unavailable and trying to convert them over into being more emotionally available, and then just kind of turning into like a science project in a sense. Some of you, you're learning a lesson around money management and how you've been maybe treating your financial situation and how to, you know, just better manage money. Whatever this lesson may be, you're starting to see the pattern in energy and how you want to essentially change that. I also see travel being like a big thing on your mind. Some of you could be traveling, moving during this time frame, or you're just going to be thinking about it a lot. But this is what I see. I hope this did give you insight. If you enjoyed, thumbs up the video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.